But can I want to say something. I want to start a fight with you, but it's just something I've noticed, if I may. I find that whoever you're with at the store, because you're always either with, they generally don't like me. Even when you introduce me to them, I just feel like they're just not into, you know what I mean? And maybe it's in my head, but it's always like, hey, you know what I mean? It's like...
What? This?
Yeah, the other day, there was a guy that has his own radio show. What's his name? There was a guy there that you're like, you don't know that guy? And I was like, oh, no, who is he?
Who's that?
He was like a guy. He either has a talk show or a radio show or some show or sports show or something.
It wouldn't be sports.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, and then he went, yeah, like that.
Really? I didn't go with that guy. I just knew him.
No, you knew him.
Right.
You had long conversations with him.
Really?
I feel like he was there to see you. And then the other night, you were sitting there eating a pretzel.
Yes.
But before you ate the pretzel, I observe you.
You really watch him a lot.
Dude, I'm like a Marc Maron eagle, dude. I watch you from across the fucking room.
But it's been good between us. Before.
Very,
like
very
anytime, back in the day, it'd just be like, how you doing, Bobby? He's like, no, I know what you're doing.
No, that's done.
Yeah, I know.
We're past that.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but now, Hawkeye.
Okay, so I'm eating. Okay,
right, so
fine. I'm eating the pretzel.
So but in the front, you were with two other guys. Who were they?
Oh, I just met those guys.
Oh, that's what it was then.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm in my head.
No, I don't know those
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Just the other day?
Yeah, the other day. Yeah, I go, where did Mark go? Because I wanted my friend Alan Meadows.
You
was like,
introduced him.
Yeah, he goes,
nice guy.
Alan goes, can I meet Marc Maron? I think he's still here. And that's when you were eating the pretzel.
Yeah.
And you were fumbling around with it. Why?
I was dipping in the mustard. Really fumbling around. So those guys, it was some guys they were producers or something. And they just kind of like sat down. Could we talk to you? And then I was.
Did he pitch you anything?
He's a big producer, that guy.
Oh, wow.
But like it was one of those. Getting back to the Sutton, that's one of those things where this guy's like, "Can we just sit down?" And there I was, and it turned out to be an interesting conversation because he produced Bert's movie.
Oh wow, The Machine.
Yep,
yeah,
and
he
produced Elf. He's like a big guy.
Oh right, wow,
that guy.
Yeah,
so I was just talking to him, and then he's like, "I like you, man. We're gonna get you a big part."
Yeah,
like,
he did not like me.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, no, I'm being real. It was like kind of like I go, "Where's Mark?" And, he didn't introduce himself. He's like, "I think he's over there."
Yeah.
I mean, if he's like this big producer guy, and he was a fan of. I was a fan of his.
People love you though. Like
I'm not. Sorry, you're right. Sorry.
Like you're one of those guys like everybody recognizes.
That's fantastic.
Right?
That's fantastic news.
You're like Spuds McKenzie.
Like I don't need it. I'm well aware of. I'm very blessed.
Yeah.
But I wanted to also ask you this: you're on a new show with Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Your third lead.
Yeah.
And when you booked the show, were you excited?
Oh my God! What do you think?
Yes.
No. So this is like this will feed exactly into what you
wait. So
think about.
Do you read for it?
No.
Offer only.
Yeah.
They called you.
Right.
They offered you the part.
Yes.
And you said yes.
I got plans this summer.
Oh right. Well, you said that.
Kinda.
And they called again.
Well, not. Oh, look at that! I forgot you can just pull these things up. It's a good picture.
Yeah.
Great picture. Great picture.
Great picture.
No, here's the thing: is like I get offered this thing, and like I act, but like I don't chase it, right? So like I want to do it, but I don't know if I really like it, because there's a lot of waiting around. Like I'm kind of fucked up like that. So I get offered this thing, and all I'm thinking is like I got to be away from home for how long?
All right.
And then because of acting, I'm like, so I'm the supporting role. How much? There's gonna be a lot of waiting. The scripts were pretty good. It's gonna be a sweet show. It's kind of a underdog show.
Oh, good.
But like I decided like I'm gonna work on my new hour. I'm gonna go to New Mexico. Like I had all these plans.
Right.
And then they're like, well, they want you to do it. I'm like, I want because we don't. When you run your own business and you have money,
yeah,
and that's not a driving factor,
right?
You can really just like your first instinct is like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah, I do that. But when you say Owen Wilson and you see the project and you see your part and stuff, and it's an Apple show, right?
Yeah. So
then you know that it's going to look good, right?
Well, I had to be told all this.
I know, but also I know that. Because we've talked about your appearance in old movies like Almost Famous.
Sure.
I thought it's memorable that you're in that movie in my mind. So I think acting was always something that you wanted to do.
Of course.
And now that it's available to you, it's hard to say no.
Well, what I had to think about though was like, okay, so once I get over the idea that like I'm going to be away for a long time, which I don't love. I don't mind going on the road and then come like for a few days and come home for a few days. But the idea of like I'm going to be away from my life, but then you kind of like, what life? You know, I don't have kids. I drive an Avalon that makes noises.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So it had to be broken down for me. And also, the fact is that I do the podcast in a very particular way. And that's the primary form of income. And I have a partner in that business and we have responsibilities.
Right.
And I have to be able to do that. So when I was like, how am I going to do it? You know, and then they don't know what a podcast is. They're like, well, we'll get you a room when you need a room.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
no, I need to talk to people.
Yeah.
So that was an obstacle because I'm in business with somebody too.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the primary job, that and stand up.
Backlog?
Well, yeah, but you got to do that. So I got to have time to do that.
Like today I'm doing it.
Right.
Yeah, today I'm
but
doing it.
I can't just go up for 3 months, you know, to do a backlog for 3 months.
That's true.
So there was a lot of things going on. I'm like, well, it's really going to cut into the way I live my life. And so I thought like my agent, and that's the thing also is that because the business is so kind of like a lot not happening, a lot of people aren't working.
Yeah.
So they get an offer only. They're like, this big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I knew like if I'm like, fuck it, they're going to be like, oh, well, fuck you. Good luck getting work. So the factors that came into my mind is that like I need to figure out whether I really like acting. And this is an opportunity to do that. I got to figure out whether I can, you know, figure out a way to live away from home in a way that doesn't drive me fucking crazy and wait in a trailer for hours. That doesn't drive me crazy.
Yeah.
And also I knew that if I want to act, you know, this will put me on some sort of radar, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah.
As a guy who does the work. And I knew all that. But what ultimately drove me to do it was like, I need to figure out whether I really enjoy acting. I just knew, you know, we all want to do it.
Yeah.
But, you know, to wait 3 hours to do 5 minutes in a scene that's 2 lines.
Right.
You know, and then to wait another hour to do it again.
Can they change that?
I don't know. They can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, you want to believe that? Because like every
Can they
time.
change that?
Let me ask you this. When
It's like, what are you doing?
You've been on a lot of sets.
No,
Let me
no,
ask you
no.
this. Right.
What the
So
fuck are your hands
so
in
you're
my face for, man?
So you're in the trailer.
What's going on here?
I'm trying to talk to you.
All right, sorry.
Keep your attention.
All right.
It's
I'm here.
like
Okay, go ahead. I'm here. I'm here.
So you're in the trailer and you're like, this is just the way this is. You know, I'm going to wait for the next shot. But at what point do you get to the point like, what the fuck could they be doing?
Yes.
We're in a studio.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So-
But you guys suck it up.
I know, but
You
also
pay big money.
one time, you remember we were living together. One day, I wake up at like 10 in the morning, and there was a guy in my house, my condo. And I go, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "You had a 6 a.m. call." I was on a sitcom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we rushed to the fucking. Remember, it was a panic day.
Yeah.
Right. And I get on set. And I go, oh, I'm so sorry. No one would talk to me. They were livid, right?
Yeah.
I go, what'd you guys do? Oh, we just shot Jenna Fisher out.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, oh, you could have just gave me a $10 in the first place. You know what I
You
mean?
need me?
Yeah, just to call me in at 10. I mean, my point is that I think they do it too early, dude. Because a lot of times you wait 8 hours. What the fuck is the problem?
The problem is they know that you're a guy that's going to fuck up and not show up for the call. So they're protecting themselves. We better get Bobby.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's a bad example.
You don't think
That's
they've
a bad
worked with
example.
actors every time?
Oh,
It's like,
that's a bad
this
example.
guy, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, they just want to make sure that you're
You're there.
Okay.